Hello and welcome to Forward, a podcast all about finding small steps we can take in order to move in the direction of our dreams. I am your host, Lydia Morales. So whether you're running, stumbling, or crawling forward, I am here for you. We're going to figure it out together and do amazing things. Hello and welcome to today's episode. I'm so happy for you to be here. Today's episode is all about taking messy action. And the reason for this is because we're already in October, and if you're like me, you're probably freaking out that you haven't done all the things you wanted to do in this year, and you're stressing out and you're being hard on yourself and whatnot. So I thought that this would be a good episode to remind ourselves that we are doing the best that we can every single day, and that we are where we are supposed to be. And I know that it's very hard to hear that when you don't want to be where you are, but we all feel that way sometimes, so I don't want you freaking out as well or being harsh on yourself for the remainder of the year. That's not how I want us to end the last couple of months that we have. I really would rather that we end them on a more positive note and we end the year saying, you know what, I did do my best. I really did, and I am gonna do even better the next year. Because having that negative self-talk and really being harsh on yourself is not gonna help you at all, and it's not going to inspire you to keep going on your goals. And I was feeling that way the other day. I was like, oh my goodness, it's October. I have all these things that I haven't accomplished yet. And for a moment, I was like, you know what? I should just, that's it. Like, that's what I'm not going to do anything else this year. I'm just going to start fresh in January. And I'm going to let October, November, and December just kind of fly by and let it be what it is. And then I was like, wait a minute. No, that's not moving forward. That's not us doing what we can to finish the year strong and to move forward with our dreams, even when it's those baby steps, how we've talked about. So that's what really inspired me to do this episode about taking messy action, because I don't want us to stall on our dreams until January, where we think we're gonna be a new person and achieve everything we haven't achieved before. But I thought, okay, why not just go all in on everything for the rest of October, November, and December? And by doing that, we'll be ahead once the new year comes in. Like, we'll have 2.5 months, almost 3 months ahead of the goals that we want to accomplish, of the things that we want to do. And I think that a lot of times we try to stall our dreams and we try to stall what we're capable of, thinking that we'll just wait for the next opportunity. For example, we'll wait till the new year until I actually try this one thing, or until I actually have the bravery to try something new that I've always wanted to try. And I am challenging us to do that now, before the new year is over. Do it now, so that when the new year comes, you're already ahead. And then you can do even more things. So that's really my mentality for the last couple of months, to really go all in and everything, and to really see where it takes me. Because I realized that I'd rather be moving forward slowly. Like, honestly, it feels like I'm crawling forward sometimes, and that's okay. But the trick is to keep moving forward, and stalling or stopping or pausing our dreams until the new year is not going to benefit us at all. And trust me, I really thought about it. I was like, I can just not do anything the rest of the year. That's not who I want to be. And so I'm gonna do my best to end the year with as many wins as possible, because that's just the mentality that I have now to try some new things and to really go for it in regards to my online business, for example, and my podcast. So I'm really excited for that now, and I'm more inspired and I'm more excited to see how much I can do before the new year is over, how much I can accomplish before the new year. And so I really would like for you to join me on this and see how much you can do as well, because it's so easy to be tempted once the holidays come in to just be like, well, let's not do anything because Halloween's coming and then Thanksgiving and then Christmas. So definitely join me in this and let's do something amazing together. And the reason why I'm calling this episode To Take Messy Action is because so many times the reason we don't achieve our goals is because we have limiting beliefs that really hold us back. We think we have this to overcome this external thing to achieve our goals. And that's really not true. What we have to overcome is ourselves. It's our limiting beliefs. It's us being bullies to ourselves and saying, who am I to do this? Who would want to hear me? Who would want to buy something for me or spend that time with me? And I think that mentality, those limiting beliefs and self-sabotaging behaviors are honestly what is holding us back from achieving our goals. And it's very important to shine a light on this, because so often we think, no, it's external. It's because of that reason, it's because of that person, it's because of that circumstance. But when you realize that the only thing you need to overcome is yourself, then the game changes. It's a completely different game, because you can affect yourself. You are something that you have power over. You can control your internal mindset. You can grow and learn how to do that. And the external ones are the ones that more or less you cannot. Sometimes not at all. Those external factors are definitely a challenge to control. And so working on yourself and overcoming all those limitations, it's really gonna help us. And I find that when I don't reach a goal, it's not because of someone else, it's not because of a circumstance, it's not because of any of that. It's because of me. It really is. And so I'm challenging all of us to do things messy, to go after something and let yourself do it messy. Now, for all of my perfectionists out there, you're probably freaking out right now saying, Lydia, no, please don't make me do this. But I really do want you to try, because I honestly believe that done is better than perfect. You signing up for something you're afraid to do, you going after that dream, creating that product, or even launching your own podcast or launching your own webinar, those things are terrifying. But if those are some of your goals, then to get them done is more important than to get them done perfectly, because perfect is an illusion. Your perfect is not going to be the same as your neighbor's perfect. So we need to really let go of the whole perfectionist idea when we're trying something new and when we're going after our dreams. And I gotta tell you that it is terrifying to go after our dreams sometimes, and it is overwhelming, and anything new is overwhelming and it's scary, and that's okay. But trying and doing things messy is gonna get you so many better results than if you had never done them at all. So write that email, record that episode, post that reel or whatever it is that you're trying to do, and do it messy. Do not wait for the stars to align in order for you to take action on your goals. And I think that is one of the things that is also holding us back, because we think that things need to be perfect the first time we do them. We think my post has to be perfect with the perfect caption, otherwise no one's gonna listen to me. Or I need to have the perfect website and I cannot tell anyone what I want to do for a living until I have that website. And I've done this, and we've all done this, because we're so afraid to start something that we think, okay, I have to distract myself with making this perfect so I can stall, and so I don't have to be vulnerable right now. I'm gonna wait until my website is perfect, give it 2 more months, so I don't have to be vulnerable and tell people about my services and tell people about my online business. And the reason we want things to be perfect is because we care so much that we want to give the best version of everything out in the world. But that we forget is that people want authenticity. They want an actual person. They want you. They want what you have to offer. They want the real person, not this polished, perfect image of you. They want the real you. And I think that's why it's so great to take messy action on whatever it is you're trying to do, because what people are going to resonate is not that gorgeous website. It's you, it's your energy, it's what you bring, it's if they align with you as a person. And so take that messy action, and don't be afraid of just being yourself, because that's what's really going to shine through. Regardless of the imposter syndrome, regardless of the limiting beliefs, for you to take that messy action and say, okay, I'm going to move just a tiny step forward, and it's terrifying and it's not perfect, but I'm going to do this anyway. I'm going to show up anyway, because that's what matters. You showing up for your dream, that is what matters, regardless of what your dream is. A lot of these examples are for people that want to, have their own business and put themselves out there. But regardless of what your dream is, whether that's learning how to play the guitar or learning how to swing dance or whatever it may be, getting your university degree, like, you have to show up for that. You have to commit and say, I am going to go all in on this, and I'm not going to be 100% great the first time I do something. Like, when you first pick up an instrument to learn it, you're not going to expect to be a prodigy and be ready to perform on stage the second day. Things take time, but we understand that with practice comes perfection, or close to perfection. With practice, we get better at anything. And so taking this messy action isn't you saying, I don't care. It's you saying, I care enough to start where I'm at right now. And that's okay. And that's going to be my story of how I started. Because we all have started new things at one point or another. And that is honestly I think a beautiful thing, because we should be trying new things. We should be reaching for our goals, regardless of how the action looks. So I want you to give yourself that permission. Give yourself the permission to go for it, to just go for it, to not let your beliefs hold you back, to not let external forces or external circumstances hold you back, to just go. And I think we'll be surprised at how much we can accomplish before the year is over by us doing that. So thank you so much for listening. I really hope this episode has helped you out. And as always, have a lovely day. Today's episode was sponsored by my Create Daily Joy course on Udemy, where you can learn how to put yourself first and find the path to a happier you. And if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you know where the next one airs, and feel free to tell a friend about it as well. Thank you so much, and have a lovely day.